Okay guys, so hi. This is my first vlog, or my first video blog. And lighting's really bad, sorry about that. And I'm going to try to talk a little lower because my parents are in the room and I don't really want them to hear my whole vlog conversation, even though I may watch it later because I'm really like that. So anyways, if you're on my blog in general, you already know that I am a type 1 diabetic, and I've been diabetic for 4 months now, almost 5. And it's been an adventure. But I wanted to talk tonight about some of the things that bother me about type 1 and type 2 diabetics. So I have a friend who's a lifelong friend. He's in his early 40s, and he is a type 2 diabetic. And we were talking tonight after church. We all went out to eat together. And I started asking him, how much insulin he took and what he does. And I'm still on pretty low doses of insulin because my pancreas my body still is very insulin. It takes it very well. I'm very sensitive to insulin. So I don't really take a whole lot of Lantus or Humalog. But he was telling me that he takes 77 units of Lantus in the morning and 77 units of Lantus at night. And that blew me out of the water. For starters, whoa, that's a lot of insulin. Which it might not be for some of you guys who are type 1. I know that, the further you get into it, the more your pancreas dies and the more insulin you have to take. But for me, I'm on 5 units once a day of Lantus. So I was kind of like, whoa. And it really got me to thinking. Maybe I don't know the exact dynamics of type 2 diabetes, but I'm a type 1 diabetic, so I know about diabetes in general. And it really just makes me, I don't know, it doesn't really irritate me, but it makes me feel sorry for people who have type 2 diabetes, because for the most part, from what I've learned about type 2 diabetes, it's almost reversible. You can exercise and eat right, and sometimes you reverse the effects of type 2 diabetes completely. And I think that's awesome. Because with type 1, you don't have an option. Your pancreas is pretty much dead, or it's either in the process of dying out completely, and you have to take insulin, and there's no way you can prevent it, and there's nothing you can do to make it better, to make it easier. Of course, with type 1, if you take care of yourself, you'll live longer, of course, if you keep your sugars and your range and everything. But I just feel like if you have type 2 diabetes, why would you not want to be healthy? You have the option to not have to stick yourself with a needle. Why would you not choose that? Why don't you, make that extra effort to exercise and to eat right so that you don't have to do that? And it almost makes me want to be an advocate for type 2 diabetes. I'm a type 1 diabetic and I have to do all this stuff, but you guys don't understand that you don't have to do that. And like I said, I'm not sure that I understand the complete dynamics of type 2. There might be some situations where it's not reversible, and that there's, you're always going to have to take some insulin, you're always going to have to take medicine by mouth. But most of the type 2 diabetics that I have seen are overweight, and I feel like if they just, and this is not geared towards people who are overweight, or I'm not, downing people who are not healthy, but for your own sake, make yourself better, because to be diabetic is not fun. And to have type 1 and to know that that with type 2 you can reverse it or make it a little easier on yourself, I really just want to be guys, let's do this, let's all exercise together, let's be healthy so you don't have to take shots. And it really almost hurts me to know that there's people out there who do that, and they don't have to. I feel like I said, with all that I know about diabetes, I feel like there are other ways, especially with type 2, that you wouldn't have to take as much insulin at least. Or if you exercise and if you ate right, it would reverse itself some. So that's my thoughts on type 1 versus type 2, and that's not really the differences, but I just really want to encourage you type 2 diabetics out there that if you can change, and it's hard to change your lifestyle. Even with type 1, you have to completely change how you eat, you have to change your schedule, you have to change everything. But if just throw in a walk every morning, or just make sure you stay in your carb count range, just for a couple of weeks, and see if it doesn't make you feel better. See if your A1C is not better your next appointment. Another thing about type 2 diabetics, they don't even see endocrinologists. Like, their family doctor handles all of their insulin doses and everything. To me, that's crazy. Like, give me an endocrinologist, because what if you don't know what you're doing? You know, and I know that they're completely different, but that's crazy to me. I don't know if it is to any of you other guys who are type 1, but, so anyway, that's it. My mom's in the hallway, I think I hear her, so I'm trying to, anyway, that's all, for now. Maybe I'll make more videos in the future, maybe not, I guess we'll see, but, so yeah, the end.